Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Today we have some more contracts in plan. You never could have guessed it. I am a very sneaky individual, as you are well aware. The question is, we could weed this large field here, 3.48 acres, $2,800. Otherwise, wood transport, 19 trees. That's a good distance. But truthfully, we know that there's some big money there, 4,800 bucks for that. I think we would be fools to pass up that kind of money. My controller is being a pain in my booty. There we go. We're definitely going to be taking the purchase here, I think. 19 trees, transport them. But then also there's this Deadwood mission way over here in the east. And the wood transport's coming from, or it's going over there. So we're going to borrow the stuff for this. And then while we're over there, we're just going to cut some deadwood. So we're going over, basically to the west, take the, I don't think that's the Funny Bridge area. No, it's north of the Funny Bridge area. But we can take Funny Bridge and then we will go north with this big boy. 19 logs worked out last time. It was narrow, but we can make it work. So we are going to go get these logs picked up and make us some money right away. Well, you know what they say, you're either a log or you're a dog, and these ones aren't barking, so we're gonna load them up here. See how we can profit on them today. So enjoy the time lapse. This should not take me very long. I am starting to get fairly proficient with these big fun crane looking machines. And just like that, we are all loaded up, ready for departure to the land of the log delivery. Let's get over there. Well, that was an unforeseen issue. Let's go this way. That's a pole. We are being rough on this man's truck. Take a little shortcut through the weeds, never hurt. It's almost like we were meant to go this way, fellas. We were meant to go this way. Cross 2 lanes of traffic without looking? Okay. Yeah, we're so back. We've only been here like 9 times at this point. Overran our zone. Who cares? I still make the drop off, baby. Alright, now we're going to take this thing a little bit to the south for a moment. Sometimes you just have to drive on the forbidden roadways. These are paths meant to be taken, and we are simply just bold enough to be the ones to do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. And look, our exit's right here. And we're here to cut deadwood, so we can officially return our wood transport contract, $4,500. And now, let the fun begin. I would love to end up with the means to wood chip these. I think that would be so much fun. I never did that in FS25, and I think that would be so much fun. We wouldn't even have to bring all the crazy machinery, just bring a wood chipper and a trailer to drop it all into, and there we go. We're off to the race. Is this... Okay, I had to make sure. I was like, this one doesn't look quite right, but we're going for it. Very nice. A little chappy for you, boy. And we haven't seen much trees to our direct east and southeast in terms of deadwood, so we're gonna go check this way first before... Oh, hello there, good sir. Oh, that was it. That's what we like to call huzzah, baby. And now we need another contract to work on. Bale wrapping would actually be... Looks like it's actually a kind of a nice little gig here. 1,500 bucks. Bale wrapping. Okay. They've got my interest here. Let me go look at 1,600 bucks for the wrapper, or 16 grand. This mission is gonna make us 1,600. We have to do 10 missions, 10 wrapping missions to pay it off. Or we just can load it with the wrap for 1,000 bucks. And then if I just lease it, I lease for $867, or I lease the telehandler for $640. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. You wouldn't think it'd be cheaper to do it that way because we get to drive a telehandler around, but hey, You gotta do what you gotta do. I think we're honestly going to take on this big long weeding mission. We need to give that thing time to pay itself off. So I think we're gonna take on, 41 is actually kind of close to this one. I think we're gonna make ourselves $4,800 by doing 2 weeding missions. And these are going to take me a nice little chunk of time. So we're gonna get right on this here. We do not want to be wasting our time today. Let's get our big ol' weight on this bad boy. Slam the weeder on. We are off to the races, just like that. I believe 41 is actually this field that's to the right a little bit, and then let's just go this way. What's the point of having this nice open area if I'm not meant to drive on it, you know? And it's just how it goes. I think this tractor was such a great purchase for us. I was just checking to make sure nothing had snuck on there while I wasn't watching. But we spent like, what, 50 grand on this thing? And it has been the gateway to most of our money making since, of course, with easy exception to the wood transport missions. Those are kind of their own animal, and they're still highly profitable. So it's like we kind of just have to continue it that way. And there we go. Show me the lines. Unfold this bad boy. And ladies and gentlemen, buckle in. We are going on a trip here. We're going on a trip. All right, that is one field down, and that leaves us one to go. Not sure how I feel about the having one to go feeling, but hey, it looks like we just have to turn right up here, keep going, and then we'll be there. I'm gonna fold the weeder up just for the time being, in case there's any cars that attempt to want to play fun games with me. I don't like my weeder to be put in dangerous situations. I love my weeder. Love my weeder. It's a very beautiful weeder, one of the most beautiful weeders I've ever seen in my life. But either way, we are going to be, I mean, this field looks noticeably wider, but also it looks like it's going to be a very similar amount of time on this one. It looks like we're going to be running our headlands east to west, which is going to be this. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, this does make the most sense though. It really does. So we're going to unfold, lower it, and yet again, let's boogie. All right, great news. That took a little bit of time, not gonna lie, but we are all done with the weeder for today. It's a beautiful thing. It is. I very much like being able to use it, but at the same time, knowing that there's bigger ones is kind of driving me crazy a little bit, truthfully. Also, the fact that people only spawn when I want to get to this intersection. They need to figure out their stuff, because I ain't stopping, baby. Maybe we should put the weeder out. Perfect. All right, so now we need to decide what we're up to. Yet again, because we got 23 grand. I'm not going to let it burn a hole in my pocket like it has in the recent history here. You know, buying this was kind of a splurge. Buying the mower was kind of a splurge. So I need to be a little bit better about the way we spend our money. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where we want to go here, because like I want to see, is there a wood chipping thing for the front of a tractor? I want to know. It's a little more expensive than I was hoping. It looks like that's out of reach, sadly. Very, very sadly. I would have loved one. I would have loved one, but that's not what we can be up to. So yeah, no, I think we just have to find another contract that we're going to use to, I mean, we didn't do our fertilizing missions yet. 27 and 24 back to back. Those two, I don't think we have enough fertilizer for both of these. I think it would be close, but I don't think we have enough. So we're going to leave the front weight here. Throw on the pallet forks. That's going to be a little rough, but it'll be okay. Drop these off, go down a little bit. Yeah, we're getting somewhere here. But I do definitely think that we need to buy an additional thing of fertilizer. As much as I don't want to for this, I think it is a necessary deal. Up more. Trying to get used to where everything is in the shop. It's definitely taking me a little bit longer than I would have anticipated. So widen out these forks. We're gonna be bringing the good old 2-bagger with us today. We'll slam one on the forks and the second one. We are off to the races. Let's go get our fertilizing missions done. I was tripping like a baboon on the Serengeti. She said the second session. She said Saturday sounds so sweet. She said she'd fix my ankle, put the rhythm in my feet. With the first field done and this one pretty much most of the way done, I figure I would just kind of duck through this last one here. But realistically, where I'm hoping to take this series is I want to get a greenhouse going and a water tanker at some point. And that's just because we have no production in the winter. And I think over these next months, we might be able to at least set ourselves up for a greenhouse either into the winter or early into the spring. Because I mean, we need like 50 grand for the land, and we need another 30 something for the greenhouse. So I mean, we need another $80,000. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap at all. Let's just hit this headland as such. We're gonna divert. Oh no, this one. Silly tractor. But you know, I'm hoping to get a greenhouse so we can kind of start to produce in the off months when we have less fertilizing missions and other missions that are available easily. And then as a kind of like a child goal of that one, I want to be watching the sales sections of the store to be able to keep up and try to get some of our equipment we're going to need for that. And realistically, the only thing we have to have for that is nothing. I know that's crazy. No, what I mean by that is the only thing we realistically need for that is the greenhouse itself. And then like a water tanker, of course, so we can get water there. But I think that's where I want to be taking this series. Because once we can start to get our own production going, we can still work on our contracts, but we're going to get that slow production off those bad boys. And I think that would be absolutely glorious. But I'm going to take a minute. I'm just going to drive this back to the shop. I'm going to put away the yard, and then I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like if you do enjoy the series. I will see you in episode, what are we on now?